Hello, my name is Ty. I am the owner and creator of the natural non-toxic skin and wellness line called Purple and Prosper. And that is how I have introduced myself over the past 10 years. That has been my identity, my sense of purpose, and that's coming to a close in May, which is a few months away. And I cannot deny that I am scared. I am fearful. I am 36 years old and I can't say for sure that I know what's next. I have this very strong desire to follow my joy. My business has brought me great success, helped mold me into my adulthood. It's helped me become a very strong woman. And I'm extremely grateful for trials and tribulations, opportunities, and confidence it has brought me. But now I'm in a space where I realize that my values are different. At 36, I want to be completely happy. I want to be at peace. I want my nervous system to be in a space of balance and proper regulation. I feel we all deserve that. So I have made the intentional yet very scary decision to let go and to completely trust in myself and completely trust in God that I'm being led in the right direction. And I have toyed with this idea for over 2 years now. I knew that I was slowly but surely falling out of love with the career choice that I made, but it's very scary to step outside of your comfort zone, especially when something is working for you so well. I woke up one morning a few months back and I said I need to do something drastic. So I decided to wake up and announce it on Instagram, which is where most of my clientele is based. I did it without having a backup plan. I knew I had to announce it in order to light a fire under my ass. A few days later, I enrolled in yoga teacher training, not knowing whether or not I wanted to be a yoga teacher. I just knew yoga was bringing me a lot of joy in that time frame of my life and still is. It's something that I incorporated into my everyday that was really calming me, that was bringing me into better alignment with myself. It was making me feel like my highest self. So it's something that I wanted to learn more about and implement more into my life, and I wanted to become an expert. So a couple of weeks ago, I did finish my 200 hours of yoga teacher training. I still feel so passionate about it, yet I don't know. Still don't know at this point whether or not I will be teaching in studios. I know I will incorporate it a lot in this channel. I want to guide you guys into better alignment with your bodies and your spirits. I also looked into my astrocartography. For those that don't know what that is, it's very similar to astrology. It's based upon when you were born, where you were born, the time you were born. It dictates where you would thrive the most geographically. And after doing my research, it looks like Spain is where I might be the happiest in terms of finances and career and socially and romantically and health-wise. So I did book a one-way ticket. I leave June 1st and I will be exploring Spain for a month or so. And I just want to go and see how I energetically feel. And this is such a privilege to be able to have this open space and opportunity to explore different forms of living, to explore what makes me happy. When I quiet my mind and I slow down and I have talks with higher consciousness, I feel I'm being told to follow what lights me up. I'm putting a lot of trust in that. And although it feels very scary, I know that we all have the opportunity for freedom in our lives. I've lived in America my entire life, and I've lived in Los Angeles my entire life. Despite traveling as much as I have and exploring different forms of living, as I've traveled long-term in other countries, I've never left my home. And I've always felt so admirable of the people that were able to pick up and leave and explore different ways of living in a different environment. And I have just always had this fear around it. And again, I am choosing faith over fear in this space and time in my life. I realized that I don't feel very aligned with the way that America works, with the things that we value here, specifically in Los Angeles. My sense of value is in living a life of peace and leisure, and I want to eat good organic food that isn't going to disrupt my hormones. I want food that's made with love. I want to be surrounded by nature, and I want to be able to incorporate self-care and not have to spend an arm and a leg to be able to achieve that. And I feel like in Los Angeles, all of these things are very important, but you have to spend a lot of money to attain that. And I just don't think that's fair. I've been to Thailand and I've been to Indonesia several times, and I've stayed long-term in both countries. And all of these things are accessible to every demographic. As my values have changed, as my beliefs have changed, I don't feel it's necessary to continue working harder in order to get what you want. I feel like the extent that you have to work in order to thrive in this country is just not working for me anymore. So starting May, my business will be closing, and then I will be leaving for Spain. And then I am going to figure out if I like it or not. If not, we'll be okay. We're still gonna figure it out. We're gonna visit different countries, or we'll be able to pivot out here. I have no idea, but my faith is very, very strong. I just wanted to share this because maybe it'll help other people on their journey. I know there are a lot of people that are several years younger than I am that feel like they have to have it all together. You absolutely do not have to have it all together, I promise you, because your purpose may change, your passions may change, and it is completely acceptable. And I've made a lot of changes in order to be able to live comfortably while I am figuring things out. I used to spend so frivolously. I used to put great importance on things that only would give me short-term gratification, like things within fashion, handbags, things that just don't really matter to me anymore. And it feels good to cut out those expenses. It shows me how little I need, and that's how I know I'm mentally preparing myself to really let go of a lot of the tangible things that I have accumulated over the years in order to maybe take that next step and explore outside of everything that I know. And while I've been in my yoga teacher training, I also have found a yoga studio that has become a great second home to me, and I am there several times throughout the week. And because of that, I joined an energy exchange program within the studio where I volunteer for 4 hours a week. It involves me cleaning and doing laundry, maintaining the studio, which would be considered a humbling experience for me maybe 2 years ago when I had all the money in the world to spend on whatever I wanted. But doing this is very parallel to the path that someone would take if they were learning from a spiritual leader. They would come in and they would clean the temples and do what is asked of them. For me, it's great because one, I don't have the expense of paying for yoga classes every month, which could become costly, and I'm learning on the back end the protocols and structure around running a yoga studio if that is something that I want to be involved in the future. So that's one thing that I've incorporated. My car is also paid off. I have shopped around for lower cost on a lot of my bills, like my phone bill, my car insurance. I've just been more conscious of these things, which is something that I wouldn't have done 2 years ago. And I actually like how aware I am now. It creates more gratitude within me. And this is just for me to express and organize my thoughts, to share this journey with you as I am fully immersed in it, and not just when I'm on the other side and I'm feeling great and accomplished and I've finished what I've set out to do and I've figured it all out. This is me in my mess. This is me in my authenticity and realness as I am trying to figure things out. And also just sharing what I feel is important to me in this moment. Hopefully to inspire you to figure out what matters to you and to gain a better understanding of your why. Because a lot of the times, especially with the media that has been pushed on us, I think we're being told we need to go above and beyond and have it all together, have all the money, have all the accolades, have all the acronyms, and at a very early age, because there is so much opportunity, and that is the beauty of living out here. We do have a lot of opportunity, but I think it is very important to find the balance in that, because a lot of the time people experience burnout, myself being one of them, and then you have to come back to the basics, which is where I'm at right now. I want people to have a goal in mind, but I also want them to come back to themselves, have that consistent connection to the body to help you better give yourself grace, to help you better find attunement. With that being said, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna keep updating you, so if you want to continue following on my journey, make sure I don't even feel right saying like, subscribe. I thank you guys for watching. Amen.